Hey, it's Icarus, and I'm here to tell you about Hotcast for Podcasting. We are a podcasting studio located in Las Vegas, Nevada, in the Hot 702.5 FM studios. You can book online at hot7025fm.com. Just click on Hotcast. You can book and find your times right there. Thank you for booking with Hotcast for Podcasting.
Hi. Hey.
What's up?
All your favorite artists.
Check it out. Say my name.
DJ Khaled.
This is Mila J.
Bruno Mars.
On hot7025fm.com.
It's your main man, 360 the Poet from the Morning Wood. And are you looking for the perfect drink? Well, you found it. Mimosa Royale is the perfect combination of California sparkling white wine and natural juice that is both tasty and refreshing. No artificial colors or flavors, no sugar added, and it's gluten-free. As the world's first ready-to-drink mimosa, Mimosa Royale is perfect for any occasion, day or night. You no longer have to drink 12 of those seltzers just to get that perfect buzz. At 8% alcohol, Mimosa Royale is the perfect drink to party with. Offered in a variety of flavors and sizes, you are bound to find a Mimosa Royale that you'll love. We have berry, mango, apple, and orange, with more flavors to come. Mimosa Royale is the most award-winning flavored wine that serves in bottles or cans. You can find them online at drinkmimosa.com or find them at your local liquor store. Ask for it by name. Mimosa Royale.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip-hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wednesday. It is me once again, your girl, Miss C, and you have tuned in to Levels of Intimacy, the Naked Truth. What's up? I'm going to give you guys a second to get in here. It is all about us today. This is actually the second show where I'm like literally going live on a national type holiday here. So first was Valentine's, who I believe, whoever don't. But secondly, Juneteenth. How great is this? Let's celebrate freedom. Let's celebrate blackness. Come on, grab your cocktails. Oh, y'all ready? I see these numbers. What's going on? Y'all ready for the nonsense today? But I will start this out on the politics of things. Happy Black People Day. Today is our day of celebration. It has not all the way settled in some of our mindsets. I know that to be for real, because today I went to the post office and there was a woman in front of me going into the post office, and I saw her pull on the doors and the doors didn't open. And I said, the post office is closed? She like, yeah, I don't know why. And I was like, well, are they on lunch? And then I said, oh my God, it's Juneteenth. And I was like, it's a national recognized holiday now. She was like, yeah. I said, I should know this. She was like, yeah, you should. I'm like, okay, Connie. We let's get into this freedom. Let's get into this mindset. Yes, happy Juneteenth. Happy Black Day. This is also Pride Month, so definitely don't want to be exclusive of anyone and just celebrate humanity for a whole. What's up, everybody? Yes, come on in here. So, yes, this has been like a really, really crazy week, spinning off from last week and the week prior in the conversations about the couple, the agreement, and this nonsense that you keep making me bring to the platform. Okay. But I'm going to be the voice for you guys. I'm going to be the voice for everybody, you know? So, and I know I'm getting personally attacked, like really getting personally attacked for these conversations, and they are not always about me, but I am here for y'all. The bullies will not shut us down. Juneteenth, it is about the emancipation celebration. We have to break free. If you are aware of that logo, a lot of people ask me, Connie, what is the logo about for the Naked Truth? And there's bounds and ropes. It's because we are blocked mentally. We are enslaved in our mindsets on certain doctrines that's not really feasible for our lifestyles. You know, we've been kind of spoon fed some things. So if we giving up slavery in a master, like literal slavery way, I think we should make that also as a mindset. Like, are we in our mindset, are we slaves to certain doctrinates and religions and beliefs, you know, and are they okay? And are they making us feel a certain kind of way about how we want to move? So definitely, we are free from the master's house. Okay, whoever your master is, master, we's free. Come on outside, y'all. So last week I had, okay. Last week I had the couple, quote unquote, on, and they were deep. Like, if you follow me on Instagram, I was live on there. But what I'm noticing on Instagram is that you can't hear the guests. So a lot of my people from Instagram, I hope they just knew to come over to Facebook. You know, you got to come to the grown up page. We can't always just look at pictures and videos. Sometimes we got to sit and listen and be educated in this social media world. But we spoke of the associate that actually put us in contact with one another, because I had an ex who reached out to me in a very transparent conversation and explained to me how I was healing him. Okay. Like, I've been showing up as the vagitator, but you know, I got to sit in this doctor thing though, you know, because I got a little bit of, you know, information for other people in other parts as well. And he has decided to be my guest today because we're going to talk about the associate that, you know, I almost want to say like the glue. He like brought it all together. And this has been my friend for 30 plus years. We go back. He's going to honestly make me sit in my naked truth. I'm almost afraid to bring him in because he is so raw and authentic, as I think sometimes that I am. But when it contains my business, I seem to become quite conservative. But hey, he is here. He is in the house. We're going to bring Mr. Keith Hall onto the show, onto the camera, onto the lights. What's up, Mr. Keith Hall?
Come on, ball. What's up, baby? How you doing, sweetheart?
I'm good. You know you're not supposed to be driving. I told you, sit still.
Yeah,
You just always break all the rules.
Hey.
And, It's a Cleveland thing, because everybody from Cleveland always break the rules. Maria has broken the rules. The couple has broken the rules. And you are now breaking the rules. And I'm breaking the rules by having you not be sitting still on a PC.
Well, you know what? I'm a very busy man, as you know that, but I always have time for you. So you needed me. I'm here.
Okay. So Keith, I just introduce yourself a tad bit to everyone. You know, what is it that you want them to know about you, as far as us piggybacking off of all of the conversations we've been having this month? And can we start at 098 before we get to 120? Please. Okay. Can you keep it real freshman before you go all the way PhD? Okay.
Well, here, I'm here on your show to talk about whatever you want to talk about with me. You know, as we talked last week, I told you, and when I called you prior to you meeting the couple, I told you, I said, Con, you're going to like this show. This will be explosive for you. You know, I am just here to tell my truth, and whomever it helps, it helps.
Okay,
So
great.
I would much want to get started with you probably asking me some questions.
Okay, great. So just being like it is today is Juneteenth, and being out of that slavery mindset and being free, what is your naked truth about your levels of intimacy as far as it concerns with freedom of deciding where you want to be, how you want to be, and who you want to be with? Like, what's the naked truth with you about that?
Well, that it's what it's not a just a A or B answer. It's the C answer to that also, because a lot of times you don't know. Depending on the partner that you with, depending on, a lot of us lie about who we are, what we like, and all of that. I was guilty of conforming, to what my
Complacency.
wife, complacency. Me, I'm a freak. So 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 that girl. but but
Don't.
hey, y'all host, she a
Please
freak
don't.
too,
Look, stay
y'all.
back to Juneteenth. What? Keith, don't do that. Now I would disconnect you. Don't get disconnected, Keith.
Hey, hey, I had to, I
Turn
had
his
to throw
mic.
that at you, baby. I had to throw that at
Right.
you.
I know
I'm
you
gonna
was
do
gonna do
that.
something.
I ain't gonna go into detail, but
Oh,
I
Keith.
think the thing about it is I was married, for a decade. Still
And
is
I knew him
legally.
prior. I knew you
Yes,
prior.
we
I would
were
like to
we
say
were
that because
eight.
I don't want.
Right. Connie is my friend. We that was my girlfriend when I was 19 years old,
And we are
and
50.
we are 50. I'm 50,
Okay.
but I ain't gonna say
I'm
your age.
laughing too much.
Oh,
Hey, I'm 50
but
too. I'll sit in that. I'll sit in that all day. I'm gonna glow up as the grandma I am.
you
So
look amazing, baby. You look
thank
amazing.
you, thank you.
But but I was, me and my wife are, amazing, friends. I love her dearly. It's just we were opposite in things. I am. My wife is very, very. What's the word I would say? She's very June Cleaver,
Conservative,
very conservative. She's an amazing
conservative.
lady.
All right, we could
So
say Claire Huxtable. It's Juneteenth.
yeah,
I
well, Claire
mean, if we going,
Huxtable ish. Um, but my whole thing is, you know, if you a freak and you like sex a certain way and you're not married to a person that likes sex how you are, that can be an issue. When we got married, it was prevalent. It was that, she wasn't as gonna be as freaky as I am. And I'll get into the details later, but I'm an 80-20 person. So I said, well, if she's 80% of everything that I love and the 20% I'll just deal with. I'm here to tell you folks this, that 20% will arise, So me and my wife were separated for 5 years together. We decided to stay together. We have a beautiful child. And so we decided to stay together um, because of her. And don't get me wrong, I love her as well. But like I said, that 20% will surface. So I introduced you to the couple because I was approached by them, as far as it's not a, what did you think it was? A throuple
a
is what you
thruple.
said?
It was a
Throuple? Yeah.
thruple. But
Was it a
it's
throuple?
just yeah, it was three also. Well, not really, because
What,
I don't know. A
what a
couple
thing
plus
about
four, three.
Well, the thing about it with them is, like I said, you know how much respect that I have for them and their honesty, and they actually, made me look at things different. Also, we
Mhm.
hide who we are. The one thing that I will say, folks, is be you, be your true self, because you're not gonna have a choice because it's gonna come out
The
anyway.
real you will
It's gonna,
show
the real
up.
you will come out anyway. So
So
when
let
they
me ask a
approached me,
question.
okay, go ahead.
So saying that, when did the authentic self stop showing up in the relationship? You guys were married, what, 13 years?
12.
How long? 12 years. So you saying going in, it was hot and heavy, or did she not know the levels of intimacy that you were interested
Well,
in?
and I,
And we
once
not
again,
discussing her. We definitely,
right,
respect
right. This
out.
is
Yeah.
about right the respect to that woman because she is still the queen. But
Yeah.
the thing about it is, our first encounter, she had to tell me like, "Whoa," she said, "I'm not in high school. I don't fuck
Okay.
like this."
So
Excuse
she
my
wasn't
French.
there. So
No,
basically,
yeah,
yes. So you stifled yourself going in because she already had said,
right, right, right.
right.
It was a, me. Well,
So you kind of
But,
set
but so
yourself up.
let me ask, but before we get a little deeper, Connie, what kind of show is this? Because I don't get. Am I allowed to talk? Or
No, I would like for you to keep it fresh. This is not us on the phone talking
this man was on the phone
after you
talking?
done left Little
Okay,
Italy after 4
right.
shots and a cigar. No, this is not. Please,
All
this
right.
is
Well, I
Juneteenth.
will. This
This
is
is
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth, Keith. What a special
Yes.
day to have you on here as the black businessman that you are.
Thank you. Thank you.
So,
So I will be happy to answer whatever questions that you have because you know me, I'll get raw. You know what I'm
okay,
saying? So
please
I'll
don't
let
get
you
raw.
lead.
I'm sure we
I'll
may
let
have a
you
call.
lead.
And if we have any callers, I definitely want to stress that the number is 702-551-5261. If you would like to ask Keith a question or myself, we are definitely here for that. So now, just so we don't keep hitting that wall, and it seems that we're getting too intimate about her business, let's talk about the ending here. So because we're at our ending process, and so you're not holding on to certain titles, which allows you certain freedoms, correct?
Meaning what? Holding on to what? The husband title?
Yeah. So I'm saying, like, are you are you dating other people? Are you interacting with other people? Or was
Yes.
that the one encounter?
No,
Are you
no, no,
moving
no,
like a
no.
single man now, or?
Well, you know what? To be honest with you, I live alone now. For the first time in a long time, and surprisingly enough, I don't date that much. I'll go out from time to time, but I think that's more of a just, I don't want to be a 50-year-old skirt chaser type of thing, and I still love my wife. I do. So
Okay.
there's the confusion
That's why we
about
got, yeah, we
of, of
wasn't. And see, I tell you this all the time. You always give these disclaimers when we love her. Like, ultimately, we love her. She is great. There's, no mountains that we trying to knock her off of. But when I'm saying, like, this is Juneteenth, the marriage has done what it is going to do. And I don't want to tell all your business, but based on the conversations we're having, there's a different direction that you kind of headed in, which allows you to had introduced me to people like the couple. So
well, the
we don't.
direction. Well, I think the best thing about it is, what I said was, I lied to my wife because I loved her so much and I didn't want to hurt her.
Oh,
You know what I'm
hell
saying?
no! Now they getting ready to get you. Don't lie in
Well,
love. Oh, Lord.
are we? Well, are we here for this or not? The
Okay.
thing about it is, and a lot of men find themselves in situations like this. I lied, to her because I didn't want to hurt her with the things that I was doing. So since we split or whatever, and now any woman that I date is black coffee, no sugar, no cream, because I would want to hurt another woman again. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
I prefer the honest truth. Tell me the honest truth
The
about you.
naked
I
truth.
tell you the naked truth about me. If you like to dress up in gorilla suits and swing from chandeliers, damn it, tell me. I just might be into it. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? I don't want
Right.
the awkwardness of lying about who you are, who we are, what you like, what I like. I don't want that no more.
Right.
I don't.
Right.
I don't. That's a lie, and you walk the line because you feel like you have to do that. I don't want to do that. I want to be able to speak openly, freely. As we talked last week, somebody said, "Hey, would you want a threesome or anything like that in your relationship? Could you do that with your wife?" The answer is no, I couldn't.
Yeah.
Not because I'm not open. I'm not. We didn't come into this like that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So any woman that I deal with moving forward, not saying that that's what I'm going to be into or that's my lifestyle, but we would have to be able to talk open and honestly about it without hurt feelings, without embarrassment or anything like that. Um, and when I
And
met the couple, they really, really, really taught me a lot because they were younger. Normally, the whole involving someone else in your relationship, normally that's kind of reserved for like our age group. I feel these are younger couples, so I was kind of blown away. Like, why is this
I
this
think that's
woman?
just because you have been a tad bit sheltered because this young folks is like Sexy Red, Lola, like they doing a lot more than I've done in my lifetime right now. So I think that just may have been because you just spent some of those years in a union. You know, you may have tiptoed out, but I'm tell you something, these kids, they've been outside, okay? They've been outside. They have been outside a long time. And
Well,
they are into some things.
in my world, I don't run into that, a lot as far as younger people. I
Right.
mean, everybody knows that, I'm a car dealer, so a lot of people buy cars from me. So they were actually just customers coming in. His wife took a liking to me, and next thing I know, I got
I
them
can't
both
stand you.
propositioning me. What? The same way you
I
took a
just,
liking to me when you met me
I'm
downtown.
just looking at you like you need to know my
Hey, hey, y'all.
keep
When,
sharp, don't you?
hey, God, look
Keith,
now.
stop right now before I knock you. So, stop. You are on live.
I keep it. You
So,
know,
I'm just looking at you as you talk, and we always bring a bright smile to each other's faces.
we do, we do. I
Right?
love you.
Yeah, I
I
love you
love
more.
you.
I love you
For
more because we have
real.
always authentically been into our naked truth. But I'm just thinking about what you're saying about the kids and just the levels of intimacy and dating now. Like that conversation we had last night with even working now, that dynamic of being moving as a single man living alone. I don't know if you are exactly single, but you say you live alone and just dating and having those boundaries. And because you come out of something, you have to have definitives because sometimes one date is a relationship to some people. Sometimes one sexual encounter is love. So like you have to be careful coming out of these long committed relationships with all this pent up aggression and you know what I'm saying, body work, because you could really be out here moving dangerously.
That's why I kind of move slow and to myself. Um, and I won't, I'm like I said, I'm very open and honest about what I can and what I can't do for you now. And then I let you make the decision about whether you want to deal with me or not. I think that's fair.
Mm.
I think that's fair. I have a
So is
young
this the
lady
first
who,
initial when you first meet them? Like, hey, what's your name? And you just like, listen, I don't do this. I'm gonna do this. You better do this. And this.
no, because I'm not a overbearing person. My thing is listen, here's the thing, here's my situation. Um, here's what I like. This is what I like to do. If you want to hang out with me or whatever, then all right, cool. Then we move forward, but we move forward on an honest path because I don't want it to be an exclusive thing. You date who you want to date. When you with me, you're with me. And I mean that right now. You know what I'm saying? So if that's not for you, then just go ahead and keep moving. Do what you do. But I'm gonna tell you coming from me what my truth is, what I need, what I can and can't do. After that, there should be no guilt in it, because if you've been honest with me and I've been honest with you, and you say you want truth and not just your truth, then you'll accept where I'm coming from.
So you're emotionally unavailable, but physically
yeah, I'm emotionally unavailable. I told one woman, I said, look, financially what?
Are you available?
Am I available? Do you mean financially to help a woman?
Like when you dealing with in these situations, so some people be like, listen, I ain't doing this, I ain't doing that. So you saying you're not emotionally available, but you're physically available.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. With me, if we're together like that, or we're dating like that, if you have a dream or a plan or a goal and it makes sense, everybody needs some assistance. I needed assistance. Why wouldn't I assist somebody? It ain't never like that. How I look at things is, let me pull you. If I'm on a higher level per se, let me help you get to that next level. You know what I'm saying? Each one teach one, reach back, pull up. It ain't just about me helping a woman. I help anybody. It's levels, but as far as like the women that I date or whatever, they're pretty successful themselves, so that part doesn't really, come up. But I would definitely, if you needed me, be there for you, if we're rocking like that. I'm a person like this, and you cannot do it all by yourself. You cannot. If you want to keep rising to different levels, you have to build certain coalitions, and that's my thing. Let me see who's in my corner. Let me see who's on the team, and then we'll go from there. I'm a pretty self-sufficient man, so it doesn't mean that you have to be that way. As long as you got a dream, a plan, a goal, and it makes sense, and you're just not out here messing around. People need assistance, and I don't have any problems with that at all.
Oh wow,
no problems with that at all.
Hall. Don't we just love him? He's such a gorilla, but like a silverback.
Hey, Con. I gotta tell your audience a couple Connie stories.
I'm gonna smack
no.
Keith, I swear to God, I am one credit card swipe away from being in traffic. So I don't know what is about to happen.
You
Keith.
are what? Listen, honey. Listen, no. Let me tell you,
ain't even that bad. I don't even know. I'm just such a mom.
It's not. You were such a lot of men don't want to know, what to do sexually. A lot of men don't want to feel that they can be taught anything or want to hear it. You were somebody at a young age, and I always tell this story because I appreciate you so much for this. Let me tell y'all something about y'all host.
Keith. This is not Instagram.
Let me tell y'all something about y'all host here.
I'm about to click you off.
Don't click me off. But listen to her, because.
But listen, there's levels to this shit. So I have been. I'm a mother of a 36-year-old. Period. Point blank. So in my 50s, I have not, and I wasn't taught anything. Love my mother to death, but there was not a level of education. So before you even tell it, because I'm gonna let you say what you're gonna say. And just hearing these things now, it does make my stomach like curl up. But to know that I've always been in control, where I thought I just obtained this. But as I put myself on this platform, I'm constantly reminded of myself in my younger years. Like, yo, no, Connie, you kind of always have been like this. And
you've always been like this. You've always been this way, man. You know what I'm saying? You've always been this way. Yeah. Listen, there is no embarrassment or shame with this woman at all. She is class personified, and I love her. Don't trust me. Listen to me. But Connie is going to get what she wants. I had no chance. She saw me and she knocked me off quick. Next thing you know.
Go ahead, tell your story. I'm gonna sit back.
But it's been
somebody just sent a message. They said they want to hear my tea.
You want some Connie tea? Okay, I'll give you some Connie tea. All right, so like I said, I'm 19 years old. I think Con is 21 at the time. So we met downtown, and she just said,
"Hey, damn 21."
Well, you 2 years older than me. So
Keith, when will you be 51?
In November 16th.
Okay, I'm like 9 months older than you. I'm 51.
I thought you was 52. My fault.
I'll be 52 this year. So
I met this.
I picked up at the daycare, nigga.
I met this striking older woman. And she's walking. She was walking out of Tower. I'm walking out of Tower City. She walking into Tower City, or she's walking out, or I'm walking in, whatever. But anyway, she looked at me. She said, "Hey," and I turned back around, and she said a couple of things. And next thing you know, we're dating, and I liked Connie, and so yeah. But the thing about Connie was, I was a young man just out here, and when we became intimate, she says, hold on, baby. I want to teach you something here. And me, I'm like this now.
35 years in the game.
So she's like, I want to teach you something.
Did you have glasses then?
No.
Yeah,
I didn't have glasses. No, I wore a lot of hats.
I remember you cleaning them.
And, yeah, but so she says, I want to show you how to properly give oral sex. Oh my God. This is from this woman right here.
You wanted
pointing
to
at
know
her right here. She says, I'm gonna show you how to properly do this. Now, me, I could have took offense to that, but I didn't. And I listened to her and how a woman needed to be touched, how a woman needed to be licked on, all of this other stuff. And then Connie was my first squirter.
Ah!
And what? Was that too deep? Was that?
It was just like bam. Like I got hit in the eye this weekend with my door, and I just got hit again. Commercial break.
Well.
This information has been brought to you by your bedroom boutique consultant /11002. It is now time for our segment of Let the Cat Out the Bag, which this Negro already has. Go for it, Keith.
This is a good story here because this changed how I looked at women. I became a giver. We
argued that we got into a whole argument because we did not know what was happening.
We got into it was a heated argument because, you making love to a woman and all of a sudden she pissed across your room. I said, man, what the fuck is going on here? As a 19-year-old young man, I don't know what the hell is going on here. I'm like, did her nasty ass just piss in my bed? And she said, I'm furious. I'm furious. She explained to me.
Keith, Zelle me $300 right now so I can get on the flight and beat your ass because I'm not paying my money to come and knock you all the way. Zelle me the number that you call. Zelle me.
She explained to me. She said, baby, listen, I'm a squirter. And I'm like, I'm looking at her like you a pisser.
Keith, you are adding stuff to the story. I did not even know what it was. He's a stupid ass.
So she did
Happy
this. I am furious.
Release yourself. Free yourself.
Hey, I'm furious. But this woman taught me a lot about love making. You know what I'm saying? She did. She was way ahead of her time. We talk about this story for 30 years. For 30 years because it was important and it was relevant. So any woman that I've dealt with or whatever, and if they give me thumbs up, then I give her thumbs up because she's the one who started it all.
You are.
She was the Connie Lingus teacher. and that was my baby. I love Connie. I love Connie,
Hey,
for that.
and it's so funny because it's levels to this shit. Like, I am literally a bedroom candy boutique consultant. I did a class in my event space. It was like a wind down Wednesday, and it was a bunch of like professional men and in real estate. And we had this conversation here. And I sell toys. Everybody know I sell everything. And one of the gentlemen said, "Oh, I'm a pro. I can do it like this. And, my wife, we've been together 28 years and she this and she that." And I said, "Oh, well, how do you know you really good at it?" "Oh, I know, because she could barely take it." I said, "Well, this is how I teach out of the sheets, Keith." I said, "Well, tell me this. Is her hands at your forehead or behind your head?" And he was like, "Oh, they right here on my forehead." I said, "Right, because you don't know what you're doing." So, men, let me give you this lesson here so, you can graduate. If you are performing any level of play and there is force against, that means you are doing too much. It is too aggressive. It is too intense. Back up, slow down, take a deep breath, and start over before our bodies shut down. Because at the moment we are grabbing lube, men, we are turned off and we are needing some assistance for you. Because when our bodies are naturally turned on, they respond. So I told him, I said, he said, "Oh, no, I'm telling you, my wife," I said, "Listen, when you go home, I want you to," I said, "Wait a minute, do you eat ice cream?" He said, "I do." I said, "What's your favorite ice cream?" He said, "Butter pecan." I said, "Damn, you see how you said that?" I said, "Butter pecan." He said, "Ooh, I love me some butter pecan." I said, "Ooh," I said, "You like it in a cup or on a cone?" He said, "I like a good old waffle cone." I said, "Oh, you like shit sloppy." I said, "Because one thing I know about a waffle cone, you can lick it all day and it's still gonna make a mess. So at some point, what you got to do?" He said, "You got to put it in your mouth." I said, "And that's how you got to do pussy." That's how you got to do it. That's how you got to do it. You can't be around here like no cat. You know what I'm saying? You got to take it in like butter pecan, fellas. So think about how you embracing that ice cream cone. This is the same way you should embrace your lady. It's same thing as far as women is concerned. Think about what you like and make it that mental note to yourself, that treat of how we going in. And he called me the next day at like 6:47 a.m., Keith. So it's so funny because I talk to more men. Like me and you, we always talk to somebody calling me on the line. But he called me at 6:47 a.m. And I said, this nigga excited. He said, "Man, I was so excited, Connie, I couldn't even hardly sleep." I said, "What happened?" He said, "Man, my wife, I think I'm cheating." And I said, "Well, why would she think that?" He said, "She woke up like, wow, that was different." And he said, "You got to meet this lady named Connie." And she said, "Well, who the hell is Connie?" She said, "She gonna teach us something, babe." I said, "And see, there it is. That different trajectory." So it don't matter how long you've been doing something, there's always room for improvement. Okay? So
Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. I still want to learn because like you said,
What you want to
I
learn, Keith?
really, well,
Yeah, because
shit,
it's levels now, because now and this is so funny that these long-term relationships are breaking up while we as women are going through menopause because we are hypersexual. Sometimes we have to have a conversation with, as Tabitha Jones say, Catherine needs to calm down sometime because we ain't even got time for the nonsense that she be on. Because just like you and him, y'all got a relationship. Me and her, we got a relationship. But sometimes she be on some other stuff, and I be like, "Listen, you already know. It's too much, Connie. It's too much. You can't be out here." You know what I'm saying? And then being these hypersexual individuals in non-monogamous relationships, sometimes it's like an overdose. Sometimes you can lay that pee and it be like fentanyl,
it can
boy,
be.
dead, kill him.
But you know what? There was a young lady who wanted to date, but she had been married for 30 years and she had only been with two men in her life. And so I
Them end up being
didn't
old
want to.
hoes.
Well, my thing was, but my thing was, I didn't want to date her because if we had sex, then now I'm going to be the third husband or boyfriend that she thinks. So my thing was, I wouldn't want to hurt that woman. She hadn't been in any, outside of her marriage for 30 years. So if we get to having sex, then she might think I'm husband number two. Or sexual partner number three that's soon turn to be the husband. So I just cut that off right
And
up,
that's
up
a
front.
no.
Look,
You ain't on it.
look, I'm so attracted
You don't
to
think? Will you
you,
ever be
and
married again?
you know what? I'm not, I can't say. I'm not. We haven't finished our divorce now, so I can't say whether I would be married again. I enjoy, my bachelor pad, but I miss, my family surroundings. Don't get me wrong,
Mm-hmm.
but my thing is, I don't know. It would like I said, we would have to be on the same page as friends, and I want to hang out, I want to laugh, I want to smoke a little weed with you, you know what I'm saying, all of that stuff, and I want to just be me.
You want to put
I
on a
don't want to.
gorilla suit. You want to,
Yeah, whatever, tie me up, shit, I'll tie you up, shit.
Hey, I do have swings, chains, and beautiful things. If you want to, whatever. Whether
But
you a
see what
sub
ends
or a
up
dom,
happening.
I got it going
But
on.
and see how we talk, but see what ends up happening with a lot of married couples is we become afraid of each other. We put each other on such a high pedestal that we scared to touch each other, because you don't want your partner, you don't want to share who you are and what you like with your
I
partner.
don't get
And
that.
I
I
don't,
need
but
a
listen,
married person to tap in
it's
here.
and I'm not saying all, but why do you think the divorce rate is 60%? Outside of finances,
I
it's
think it's
lies and
communication more so than sex. Cause,
bingo.
yeah,
But if
yeah.
but if you've been with someone and you know what they like, what their turn ons and turn offs are, and it don't always jive with what you like, that part right there it can be challenging. It can be. So what I would suggest is, be open and honest up front, be brutally honest about who you are, because the one thing about that couple, they're brutally honest about who they are. You met them, talk to them, all of that stuff. They are as advertised, in love, beautiful
They open.
family,
They
open,
open.
open.
Yeah.
And it's the wife that instigates it.
Yeah.
She's the one that pursued it. But I respect them because there's so many couples out here running around here that's been married for 10, 15 years lying. He got three side
Lying.
pieces. She got a dude, all of this. What they do up front. So whether you think that it's politically correct to say what they're doing is right or wrong, I respect their honesty, because the only people that's complaining about their marriage is outsiders. It's not them. It's
Mm-hmm.
not them whatsoever. They are deep with that shit, for real,
And it
because
wasn't like no trick question. Like I couldn't what's up, Randall? I couldn't even catch them, because she was just like, listen, I mean, what? Like it's just
oh
pizza,
no,
pasta. Yeah, she
that
just like, listen, I'm living my
man,
life like it's golden. Okay. She was like, and when I
exactly.
touch down, I'll be looking for the silverback.
Yeah,
We're gonna
and
call you the silverback experience.
yeah. Well, the thing about her is, I'm the bashful one in this shit, because they calling me like, hey, could the husband calling like, yeah, can Ann see you tonight? And I'm like, this still tripping me out. My dude, what is you doing? This is your wife. And
Wait,
I'm like,
and going back, you said that's what he called you and asked you, like, hey, could you just show me how you did that thing to my wife, how she came like that? Because
he
I
asked
need for,
me,
and this is how you introduce him to me. Like, listen, let me introduce you to
yeah.
Connie, because she could teach you what you need.
Yeah, so our first encounter, you know, um, well, he says, well, why don't you guys go off by yourself first to make sure that you're comfortable with each other? Which I thought was very generous.
Did you get any bi vibes?
I thought he was gay at first, and I told him, I said, look, bro, and he'll tell you this. I said, man, if you on some gay shit and you using your wife to get to me and you gonna have a problem. He says, man, this dude's so mature. He says, I completely understand why you would feel that way or think that way. Trust me, it's not that. He says, this is my queen and I love her so much. Her happiness means everything to me. Now, I'm still thinking about this.
So he's sitting there in the room while everything is going down. He would have had to have on a blindfold.
Not the first time. The second time he was in the room. And he stood up afterwards and he was clapped and like that was amazing.
Keith, I'm about to knock you out. Send me $300.
Listen. So
think about to get
this is exactly this is exactly what happened, baby. Afterwards, he stood up, he clapped. He was like, man, that was amazing.
Where were you? We want a picture. Like he stood up because you were laying in the bed still. So normally after a man finished, he kind of end up on his back and he like, So were you in the bathroom or was he standing up above you?
Nah,
like are you on the bed?
So how the hotel room was set up. The suite had a king size bed over to my right, and then there was a ottoman. It was a chair over to the left in the corner.
Straight voyeur.
Yeah, he
type
sat.
Room.
He sat in the corner and he
Smoking,
crossed his legs. Nothing. He crossed his legs like a gentleman and sat there and watched it. And I'm nervous because I'm like, damn, if I'm hitting her too good, he might come over my head with a lamp or some shit.
I don't know how you start.
Connie, listen, I probably noticed he was there for about 90 seconds. Because
she initiated everything. Because did she start addressing you? Like this is almost like we got to go on the podcast and we got to tell a story like a narrated book.
Well, you got to remember, me and her had an encounter,
this was the same day? So 2 times in one day?
No. This was a week prior, and then they were moving out of state. So they called me, and it was her on the phone, and I'm thinking, round 2. But I ain't thinking about him watching. You know what I'm saying? And she says, hey, what you doing? And I'm like, nothing. What's up? What you doing? She says, can we see you tonight? And I said, I said, damn.
You like, you got a girl?
No, I knew that he dude wanted to watch. So I'm like this. All right. I said, so I hit my weed twice real hard, and I went. And what ended up happening was the next day he called me, and this sounds funny, but all the young cats call me Unc. He was like, Unc, tell me something. And I'm like, I'm still kind of, exactly. That's how I'm feeling. What's up, bro? What you need? He says, can you explain to me how you made my wife come by just penetration? I ain't never been able to do that before. And I said
oral.
No, penetration by penetration. For penetration.
Okay.
He says, I ain't never been able to just, he was like, and I said, whoa. I said, I don't feel comfortable, man, talking to you about. He says, hey, Unc, listen, man. He says, my father was a homosexual. He says, I grew up without a real man in my life, man. He said, I got a ton of respect for you. Obviously, I'm not embarrassed by this conversation. Please help me with this because I love that woman.
I'm mature with that.
Yeah. Man, listen, Con, listen, I got to take you outside with me for a minute. I said, wow, this cat is something. And he was just
this
like,
could take you down a very dark S&M road. You gotta have to be careful.
Well,
because this is
you're
kind of
right.
opened up. You didn't opened up Pandora's box, babe. Let me explain something to you. You have to be careful. You know what I'm saying? That's like hoeing for the first time and coming home with a big bag. You know you just went out there because you needed one bill, but now you done made the big bag. So you like, oh, this shit is easy. This shit is fun. But you have to be very careful. And I'm not knocking
But
nobody, but yeah,
but I
this
think the
is
only thing is that's not my lifestyle. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That was something that I experienced. You see what I'm saying? I experienced that. But that's not my lifestyle. That's not even their lifestyle, to be honest with you.
Right, because
And
you were there
you know what?
first. So
Right. That's not even their lifestyle. Um, and do I like, to be a voyeur at times? I do. You
yeah,
know,
we all like to
is
be
that
a
something?
voyeur.
Is that something that I could have a conversation with the woman that I've been with for so long? No. Mm-mm. Couldn't do it. And I'm not saying her way or my way is right, wrong, or indifferent. It's just how I felt, at the time. That's something that I wanted to do. That's something that I did. That's something that I tried. Um, did did I say I got to do this again? No, I didn't. I just
And s-
said,
Go ahead.
I
Yeah.
just said, you know what? It was an experience. Hold on one
See,
second.
this is why it's important, like, to do the work that I do. Like, we can laugh and tee about it, but the reality is that there has to be conversations because
You
this
still
is
there?
called a love loss. Because it's
Okay.
sad to still be in love with somebody but not be completely filled or have these certain voids. So I do have a workshop coming up. Myself and a few other businesses are collaborating to create a couples retreat in August for this type of situation in marriages where it's okay sometimes to kind of be out the box. You ain't got to jump all the way out there like Keefy Beefy over here. Uh, Press mute, Keith.
Hold on, sweetheart. I lost my mic for a minute. Give me 1 second. I can hear you, but can you hear me?
Press your mute. Yeah. Press your
Okay,
mute.
hold on. Four.
But
Hold on
yeah,
one second.
guys. So definitely, this was a lot. This is hilarious. Constantly I'm being peeled. My layers are being peeled on this platform. But yeah. So before we run out of time, because I did say I had the cat out the bag, I do have a new shipment in today. I always have a plethora of items for fun play, couples play, whatever you into, I have it. But I try to keep it cute on the show, and because it is so hot outside, you can't see, but I tried to literally show up like water for you guys. So I'm going to be promoting once again our Body and Bath Works products here at Bedroom Candy. This is our Ero oil. Our Seduce Me Bedroom Candy oil with pheromones. It also comes with our French Kiss. This is like such a popular item. We always sell out. But I have the lotion and the body mist. This is really, really good for hot flashes. It's really hot outside, guys. This spray does work. The pheromones. It's out of control. I was literally just at a club the other day and a stranger whispered something in my ear and I said, "What?" And before I could respond, he said, "Damn, even your hair smell good." He's just like, "You look so clean." And it was like a shock to him. So once again, I will say, make sure you wash it behind your damn neck and your ears and take them funky wigs off and wash them, ladies, so you can get smelt up. It is time to wash your behinds more than 1, 2, 3, 4 times out here because it's getting hot, baby. I am your girl, Miss Connie. This has been Levels of Intimacy, the naked truth, my naked truth. Oh my God. But that's why I am the fucking doctor, the educator. Hit me up, Bedroom Candy Boutique Consultant /11002. Thank you, Keith. If you're looking for a car or a Sprinter in the Cleveland area, let them know where they can find you at real quick, Keith.
Yeah, you can find me at you can call me at 330-600-1900. I own a luxury transportation company. I have Sprinter vans, party buses, I also run a couple of dealerships, so any cars that you need, give me a call. I'll be happy. I'm 24 hours a day.
Yeah, so if you need something to ride or get rolled, seems like Keefy Beefy is the place to go. And I'm out.
Hey,
Have a great
I love
day.
you.
I love you more. Happy Juneteenth, black people. And if you white, make sure you give your black friends some hugs and some love. We free, bitch. Bye.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot 702.5fm.com.